coming back with yet another live here in the No Cap Zone, where we have a strict dress code. Now get the fuck off of that capping ass fucking bullshit. The only kind of cap that we allow around these parts is your thinking cap. Otherwise, you gotta knock it the hell off and move the fuck around, okay? Because see, around these parts, all we care about are the facts, the data, the truth, the information, things that can actually be literally demonstrated in real life, like in real time. Like while we're alive, while we're sane, while we're of sound mind, because otherwise, don't really know what the fuck these people are talking about. And to be frank with you, they don't know what the hell they're talking about, which is why we, us, you and me, and all the world, we gotta talk about it. So let's talk about it, y'all. So, as I like to state on a constant basis, America is a hyper-capitalist, plutocratic, oligarchical, kakistocratic. That's the word, kakistocratic. It's a kakistocracy, y'all. What the fuck is a kakistocracy? What the hell do I mean by that? What is a kakistocracy? What the hell does that even mean? What are you talking about? Are you even speaking English, Rage? What the? What? Huh? A kakistocracy. What in the fuck is a kakistocracy? Let's define it. A kakistocracy is a government by the least qualified or most unprincipled citizens, a government by the worst men, government under the control of a nation's worst or least qualified citizens. So, what I always state is that America's a kakistocracy. And today's live is called USA equals Christian Kakistocracy. So we are a nation that's ruled by the least qualified, the worst, the most unprincipled fucking psychos in the fucking nation. Yeah. And I like to give you Exhibit A. Okay? Give me a sec. Let me pull this shit up. Oh man, there's so much information, man. Oh man. Give me a second here. So, this is the United States. Okay, this is how we're conducting ourselves in 2026. Like for real. So, as I'm sure you're aware, we are experiencing yet another partial shutdown, this time with the Department of Homeland Security, right? And as many of you may or may not be aware, this is stemming from a lot of the craziness that has been happening throughout the nation as a result of actions being carried out under the president's orders. Namely, constantly violating our constitutional rights on a constant basis. And see, this is the type of shit that lets you know they're the least qualified. Because see, if the president, if the last several presidents were actually educated about their own fucking constitution, they wouldn't be constantly responsible for violating the rights of numerous Americans on a constant basis. So I bring this up because this is an actual official website of the United States government. Okay? This is dhs.gov. It literally says an official website of the United States government. the Department of Homeland Security. And this is an actual article on that fucking government. Another Democrat government shutdown dramatically hurts America's national security. Time the fuck out, fam. Wow. See, yes. I mean, the whole shit, all of them, every single one of them, we don't have to single any one person. Every single member, all of them, the whole fucking, the whole thing for several decades. Because this isn't a Trump. See, this is what I want people to understand. This is not a Trump central fucking roasting session. Okay, plenty of other platforms that do all of that. Plenty of other platforms that talk about that they hate Trump shit. See, this is the platform that explains to you how we got to Trump. Trumps don't just appear out of nowhere. This isn't a fucking RPG. A fucking terrible Trump doesn't just magically appear. Trump been around for a long time. America's been a hyper-capitalist, plutocratic, oligarchical, kakistocratic, kleptocratic, gerontocratic, theocratic, idiocratic, craziocratic, techno-feudalist corporatocracy for a long fucking time. It's only now that we have, like, the internet and social media that we're starting to sort of get a better picture of it, and we're still not getting a good picture of it because there's all this propaganda and all this censorship and suppression and all that shit, which is the reason why I'm here on Substack instead of on fucking TikTok, where I was starting to grow before they put the kibosh on that shit, whatever. But the reason why I wanted to put the stop here in this article, because the title, let's look back at it. Another Democrat government shutdown dramatically hurts America's national security. See, there is a reason why I keep the Constitution on deck, because it's to point out the extreme hypocrisy of every presidential administration that has been in office for the last several decades. Both major parties, both sides of the aisle, both fucking sides of the political partisan fucking bullshit, the uni party. Because they all do the same shit. They're all guilty, all of them. Democrat, Republican, Republican, Democrat, Democrat, Republican, Republican. They're all guilty of the same shit. They all do it. They've all done it. We point it out when both sides do it. We just focus more on, like, when Democrats do it, simply because they like to pretend like they're the party that doesn't do it. And because also I'm a political leftist, so typically the people I'm talking to, interacting with, are going to be leftists too. Leftists tend to vote Democrat. Unfortunately, that is a failed strategy. It is a failed strategy, because if our goal is to accomplish these things over here, how do we do it? By doing the exact opposite, by supporting that over there and rewarding those who don't do this over here that we're supposedly voting for. I don't understand it. So the problem is the fact that we have a sitting president who's supposed to be a fucking leader, right? Who's supposed to be a leader. He's supposed to be the leader. Leader of the free world, as they like to say. Cap. One of the least free fucking countries in the world. Try speeding in the school zone. See what the fuck happens to you. Don't do it, please. Protect the children. Protect the children. They just let out of school. See, the president's supposed to be a leader. The leader. The president is supposed to be the main person helping to protect America's national security. However, what we have seen in the Minneapolis protests and so many other situations throughout both his tenures, he is one of the people who threatens America's national security the most, which will make him the least qualified to be in the office. But this is not unique to Trump. What's unique about Trump is the fact that he is outwardly blaming Democrats and not being a leader, taking accountability for his own fuck ups. The whole reason why the government is being shut down in this instance right now is because of your fucking failure. Because of his fucking failure. President's fucking failure. He's trying to do all this cracking down on immigration shit. And in the process, has violated numerous Americans' rights. He thought that he was going to try to pull the, oh, he had a gun. He had a gun. We had to do, except for the fact that, oh, yeah, you forgot. You forgot. That doesn't work, fam. That don't work. Guess what? Gun nuts don't fucking move past that shit. And these are supposed to be the people you represent. You pissed off your own fucking people like a fucking idiot because you forgot, oh yeah, gun nuts aren't going to be cool with people with guns getting killed by the fucking government. See, this is the reason why yesterday and in other occasions I talked about how the people who claim that they're all about the Second Amendment should be up in arms, should have been up in arms. Because every single fucking time that an American is killed by law enforcement, that is a literal Fifth Amendment violation. Considering how many fucking citizens, especially unarmed citizens who were not in the midst of committing crimes, have been murdered by law enforcement on countless occasions, these Second Amendment gun nuts that claim they love the Second Amendment so much, they should have been revolted. They should have been stormed Congress. They should the White House if they really wanted to fight against the tyrannical government, because this government, and it's not just a Trump thing, mind you, this has been a president thing. This has been an administration thing. This has been a United States government thing for a long time. That the government, our government violates our rights on a constant basis and does it on a reckless, constant basis. The whole reason why this shit show of a protest in fucking Minneapolis happened in the first place is because you bitch ass goofies in government forgot your own fucking law. You forgot your own fucking constitution that you swore you gave so much of a fuck about. You swore that you cared so much about the Constitution and that you were gonna fucking uphold it to the best of your ability. You swore to your Christian God that you were gonna do that. You were bitch ass fucking liars. Every single fucking one of you. This is why I called this live Christian Kakistocracy. And we're going to get into more of that too, because I got a couple new little data points to present to y'all that I think are at least somewhat relevant in this fucking topic. So, I mean, in this article, bitch ass president and whoever, whatever, they complained about all these different parts of the Department of Homeland Security are going to suffer the impact on the Transportation Security Administration, the United States Coast Guard. Oh, what about FEMA? What about the funding of FEMA? And you can't forget ICE. Come on, guys. Ice, ice, baby, guys. Ice, ice, baby. Vanilla Ice Spice, baby. Fam, the fucking, like, the narcissism, the what's the term? Just the sheer gall, the gall to be so blind, to be so stubborn, outrageously stubborn, to miss Oh yeah, you piss people off when you fail at your fucking job. And that's why it trips me out when people talk shit about me not having a job, because I'm looking at a nation filled with people who suck at their fucking jobs, who shouldn't have jobs at all. We see it all the time. People get hired and then they suck. We, how do you think we got to 85 seconds to midnight? Because everybody's been doing such a wonderful fucking job. Everybody's just so fucking great. Everybody's so hyper efficient at helping us create a well-functioning society that we're damn near on the fucking path to destroying ourselves. Great fucking job, you bitch-ass fucking lying-ass, delusional-ass fucking psychos. Great fucking, y'all are such hard workers. You keep fucking us all over till we destroy ourselves and go the same way as the dinosaur. Really fucking wonderful fucking job, you fucking hard-working ass. Like, what the fuck? Dude, we got president and we've had presidents that have constantly been direct threats to our national security. When they engage in all these wars, you can't ever hope that that would be good for our national security, especially when these wars are not being engaged specifically to improve our national security, even though that's what you claim. But you can't demonstrate how exactly you are protecting national security. What you're doing is demonstrating how you are a direct threat. Because you're putting us in these fucking situations where perhaps fucking threats to our national security could fucking be happening right about now. Like today, right? Because you know what, I always want to show y'all the news. Now, I'm not a big Israel guy. I'm not going to lie. They can say I'm anti-Semitic. I don't give a fuck. As a black man in America, I get so sick. Yeah, and I'ma say it. I'm a fucking sick. I get so sick of hearing all of this fucking crybaby Jew shit on some real shit. I'm sick of these fuckers always trying to fucking like act like they're the only people that have ever suffered in the fucking world. I get so sick of motherfucker. If you say anything remotely negative about Jews ever, you're the worst person in the world. If you say anything negative about Israel at all, if you're not sucking Israel cock, then you're the most evil, terrible, anti-Semitic person in the world. So fuck us. Right? No, we should just suck Israel cock all day and not give a fuck about our own well-being. Yeah, that's some psycho shit, and I ain't fucking hearing it. And this isn't just exclusive to them. This is any group, any demographic. Because at the end of the day, we're supposed to all be in this together. We're supposed to be all human beings. So I'm not trying to hear any of this, oh no, this group versus that group, and this group had it so much worse than that group. I'm not in the business of playing that dumbass, bitch-ass game. That's the shit that they do to try to separate us. Oh, well, the Holocaust was so fucking bad, so let's fucking forget slavery. And vice versa. How about let's just fucking remember history and try not to repeat that shit? So the reason why I bring this up, reason why I said all of that, is because there's this article from the Times of Israel that says U.S.-Iran war could be imminent and take weeks. Sources warn after latest nuclear talks. Ex-IDF military intelligence chief says we're much closer than before to conflict as U.S. Energy Secretary warns Washington will stop Tehran getting nukes one way or the other. Yeah, so what up, famo? Thank you for coming through. So this isn't good, I don't think. I don't think that nuclear talks of nuclear exchanges doesn't sound all that fucking great. especially if it's involves with us. Yo, what's up, famo? What happened was I had enough. That's what happened. I hate TikTok. I hate TikTok. I hate TikTok. Simply, just to put it simply, I'm tired of getting restricted, censored, suspended, warned that I'm being close to banned, being banned, getting cited for hate speech, hateful behavior, bullying and harassment, sexual exploitation and gender-based violence, misinformation, getting told I'm a fucking liar when I'm literally showing you the article. You know, the same shit I usually do. Yeah, I'm tired of being hindered from doing that. So I'm not putting up with their fucking bullshit no more. And see, this is an important lesson for people to understand. This is why you shouldn't put yourself in a fucking abusive relationship and stay in an abusive relationship. If you encounter an abuser, you gotta get the fuck up. You gotta get the fuck out now. You gotta get the fuck away. If you're in a relationship with somebody who is not helping you become your best self, they're not for you. You gotta know when to cut your losses and get the fuck out. It is not worth it to continue dealing with their fucking bullshit. Them telling you ain't shit, gaslighting you, hitting you, abusing you, pissing on you, and telling you it's raining. All that fucking shit. Abusive relationships are not worth it. So just don't do it. It's not you're better off struggling without an abuser. Because abuse almost never ends well. Almost never. In very, very, very rare circumstances, somehow some abusers can like get their minds right and realize, you know what, this abuse shit is like not that cool. But typically abusers are shitty people and they're psychopaths. And it never ends well. I watch a lot of crime shit. I see a lot of situations where motherfuckers are in relationships with abusers who end up killing them. Who wins? Now the kids are without both parents because daddy killed mommy, and now daddy finna do life. Like, it's just not worth it. Cut your losses, get out. So I had to cut my losses to get out. Honestly, I didn't even want to be on TikTok for that long. I left TikTok already. Only reason why I was still on TikTok was because my fucking YouTube wasn't popping, because my Substack wasn't popping. Now I'm starting to kind of get them popping. So now I can afford to get the fuck out and do this exclusively. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm streaming exclusively here. Because I can talk and not have to worry about, oh my God, I might get hit with some violation. They might fucking throw another strike in my account. And even if I fucking appeal the fucking last suspension, they say, okay, our bad, you didn't fucking violate our fucking bullshit ass, vague ass guidelines. We're not gonna remove the strike because we're fucking assholes. And there's no way that you can fucking reach a person to try to at least negotiate, like, hey, what the fuck? Like, can I, like, not be violent? Okay, I'm not trying to violate your fucking guidelines. It's not like I get on there, like, which guideline can I violate this time? But, oh, you allow these fucking trolls to talk all kinds of shit to me. Nothing happens to them. I say something back, you instantly hit me with a violation. You're doing this shit on purpose. Matter of fact, it's probably you doing this shit. You're the troll. That's what I had to realize. TikTok does not want me on their platform. I had to get it through my thick head. They don't want me on there. That's why Mr. Flat Earth got 100,000 fucking followers, and I am almost on the verge of getting banned again on my backup account at 2,500 followers. Again. I was not going to make it to 3,000. I didn't make it the first time. I wasn't going to make it this time. Every single fucking live I did, I'm getting bombarded with trolls. I mean, bombarded. My block list is longer than my follow list. Because there's so many fucking trolls every single day. Every single day. Some of them are my followers. I got followers that are trolls. Motherfuckers talk shit and then be like, actually, yeah, I follow you. They'll get on. Why do you, every day you get on there, you always complain and always get down here at 2 o'clock in the fucking afternoon. You always random raving and talking all that shit. And you always doing all this and all that. Why don't you just get off the internet? Why don't you touch grass? Why don't you just... And I'll just be like, yo, how the fuck do you know I'm on here every day at 2 o'clock? Oh, yeah, because I subscribe. I like watching you. What? I know. See, that's the point. See, and I was going to get there, but, might as well touch on it right now. So, as I stated earlier, we're a corporatocracy. That's at the end of my hypercapitalism, corporatocracy. We are a corporatocracy. As such, corporations control everything. Corporations have superseded the Constitution because they've become a natural part of our lives, especially these social media companies. So social media is like the new government. It's the new government. They get to dictate what goes and what doesn't, how you talk, what you can and can't say, and they're never clear about that, right? Like when they start implementing these rules, they're never precise and concise about what exactly is allowed and what is not. That's why they keep their rules vague, and that's why they implement them however they see fit. That's why so-and-so can get on my live and call me the N-word 27,000 times in a row and nothing happens. And the minute I call that motherfucker a bitch-ass fucking face clown, bully, I'm a fucking bully. Like, I literally watched that happen. That literally happened. I got on here and I let the troll just go. Just to test what TikTok was going to do. Right? Because they can hit me with the quickness as soon as I say a word they don't like. I call somebody the R word, immediately they hit me with the fucking bully. Immediately they hit me with the hate speech. Immediately. But I can have a fucking troll literally call me the N-word 27,000 times in a row. And it happened. Dude, I literally didn't say no. I was just like, I just literally sat and just let him go. Yeah, you N-word, yeah, you stupid N-word, yeah, you just such a dumb N-word, you N-word, 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 you dumb N-word, you stupid idiot, dumb N-word, look at you, you're dumb N-word, you're N-word, dumb N-word, you goofy N-word, 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 you look like Michelle Obama. And then I got hit with the violation. They hit me with the violation. So I was gonna be getting the violation no matter what. Troll can get on and say all the meanest, most hateful, disgusting things to me, but I can't say nothing back to these fucking trolls. And so, as you said, because I'm speaking against the powers that be, like the goofies who are in office right now that want to, I guess, go to fucking nuclear war for some weird-ass reason with Iran, I'm a fucking terrible, horrible person. That means that I'm directly the most evil, hated person on earth because I would not like to engage in nuclear fucking exchanges. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to not engage in mutually assured destruction. Because that would, I don't know, threaten our fucking national security, you bitch-ass fucking presidential fuck. You cannot sit here and tell me you care about national security, turn around and then fucking threaten fucking Iran with nuclear exchanges. That doesn't make any fucking goddamn sense. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Why the fuck would you not want to fucking, I don't know, use diplomacy? You ever thought about diplomacy? You ever thought about saying, hey, let's fucking mend fences and try to work together interdependently with synergy to create a fucking better world for our fucking citizens, our respective fucking constituents? We don't want beef. We don't want to fight. We want to unite. We want to work together. We want to create, I don't know, peace or something. I don't know. I could have sworn that the same retarded ass president was super duper salty about not getting that fucking peace prize nod. I thought that he was like really, really like super salty about that. So you would think that he would be like, okay, what do I have to fucking do if I really wanted to fucking get a peace award? You know what I should do? Here, I got it. You know what? Here's a good idea. Check this out. Hey, look, I'm the president. I'm actually really fucking smart and good at my job. So guess what? There's this thing called, let me see. I got it. I have this thing called a cabinet, right? They can provide me with all kinds of information. You know, I got these, things called intelligence agencies. Right. They gather these things called intelligence. Right. They can provide me with all the what up, famo? What up? They provide me with all of these things called data. Right? Data. Such as, this thing called the Global Peace Index, which you can find at visionofhumanity.org, right? So since I'm the president, I want to fucking win the Peace Prize. I just noticed, hey, guess what? On the Global Peace Index, we're all the way down at 128. God damn, that's fucking low as fuck. You know what? I really, as the president of the United States, I really, 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 really would love to win that Nobel Peace Prize. Next time Nobel rolls around, I want to make it so that they fucking really actually like super have no choice but to give it to me. So what I'm going to do is everything possible to move us up from 128 to like number fucking 1. Yeah. So Iceland, we coming for that ass, baby. We coming for that number 1 spot. We coming for that number 1 spot on some fucking ludicrous type shit, right? But then again, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe that's just ludicrous, right? I'm just ludicrous, not the rapper. I'm just ludicrous like I'm a dumbass. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? No. We shouldn't fucking work to create more peace. No. We should create more war. Yeah, that's it. We'll create more war, right? We will literally threaten the national security of America by going to potential war with a Middle Eastern nation that just so happens to have an alignment with like another major world superpower called Russia that also has like nuclear weapons, and they're also like kind of sort of aligned with this other fucking nation called like North Korea, both of whom do not like us at all and can't wait to fucking start some shit with us, and that would like threaten our national security if we like kind of got into it with them. That doesn't make any goddamn fucking sense. How the fuck you sit here talking like you care about national security and you're doing everything possible to fucking threaten it? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. If we're not moving up on the Global Peace Index, then what the fuck? What the fuck? How do you get Peace Prize? How about this? Hey, Trump, why don't you move us up to number 127? We're going to set the bar so fucking goddamn low. We're going to set it low as fuck. Move us up a notch. A notch. I don't see how threatening war with Iran does that, but okay. Okay, guy. Fucking K, guy. This is what we have to deal with as a fucking nation. This kakistocracy. And what makes it worse is that we as Americans, we as people, don't have real conversations about this type of shit. We don't have real conversations about how we got to this point, how a loony like this fucking loony was even able to even be a candidate, even a remotely viable candidate. But when you live in what's called the scam capital, the capital of the world, the divided states of corporations, a nation run by a bunch of idiots and retards, lying ass, unqualified, delusional asshats, well, then you get 85 seconds to midnight, right? That's how you get there. A bunch of unqualified goofies. They got their nice Armani suits with their nice Stacey Adams shoes or whatever the fuck bullshit that they wear. They got their nice fucking goddamn fucking jobs. They got their nice cushy job. They suck at their jobs. They get paid to not do shit, but absolutely allow the rich, the banks, the corporations, and the churches to exploit our communities on a hyper-efficient basis and put us on the verge of self-destruction and then get mad at us because, we don't turn out for fucking elections? because they're just gonna keep doing the same shit, promising nothing, giving us nothing, giving away everything, and repeating the process regardless of which party's in office. Okay, every now and then they might do a nice little thingy thing. They might give us a nice little crumb every now and then they'll say, "Run along, child, run along, so we can fucking keep sucking corporate cock." Yeah, it is insane, fam. It's absolutely insane. Oh yeah, that's the point, fam. That's literally my hypothesis. That is my fucking uh basically my claim. That's what it is. That's what it is. America has been the scam capital since its inception. How do you write that we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, and then turn around and say, "Oh yeah, but except for these niggers, yeah, they're not people at all. Like they're like subhuman. They're like kind of sort of human, but like not really. They're like maybe like we'll call it 3/5 of a person. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're like 3/5 human. They're like you know, um, basically they're kind of like okay, you remember Neanderthals? Yeah, yeah. Well, they're like the Denisovans. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're like they're kind of humanoid. They're like humanoid, human-ish, right? They're just like not quite human like us. So nigger, get to fucking work before I kill you. Yeah, I'm such a fucking genius. Yeah, yeah. I use guns to threaten people, to threaten people to do work. Yeah, yeah. I use technology to threaten these fucking lowlives to do my work for me. Yeah. It's like AI before AI, except I'm using humans to do it. Yeah. It's great, right? Yeah. Great business model. Okay, so the reason why I call it Christian Kakistocracy is because I found this other article. And see, I know I'm not reading the articles, right? Like I'm not reading the full article. I mean, do we really need to, honestly? I mean, these fuckers are incompetent. Like, that's the whole point. The article wouldn't even exist in the first place. Motherfuckers good at their fucking jobs and actually helped us. So there's this article by accident. Now, this one I did read before I came on here. It's an article by Axios about how it's called Where Christian Nationalism is Most Dominant in the US by Russell Contreras. I wish I could roll my tongue. I can't do it. I've tried. I just can't. Um, Based on respondents' answers to 5 questions about Christian nationalism, survey of 22,111 adults conducted February 28th to December 8th, 2025. Okay, US overall, 32%. That is not good. Yeah, so Arkansas is like, we are all about that Christian nationalist garbage. All about that shit. All these fucking weak ass fucking states. It's crazy how dark this shit is. It's really dark, this fucking map, bro. Like, it's really fucking dark, bro. This shit is fucking crazy, man. This is America, bro. Where's the green at? Seriously, where's the green at? I could use a little smoke, guys. But no, like it says Christian nationalism is now deeply entrenched inside today's Republican Party, according to a sweeping 50-state survey. Why it matters. The once fringe ideology holds that the U.S. was founded as a Christian nation and should be governed according to strict Christian values, even as the country becomes less religious and more racially diverse. Now, check this out, right? So I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know this. I know this might come as a shock to you guys, but I have this thing called a Constitution. I know. Yeah, I know. Y'all never seen this before, right? It's not like I haven't shown it today like 27 times, right? But it has this thing called I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called like a First Amendment thing. And literally, the very first thing it says is Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. That's literally the first thing that, the Constitution, that's what it says. That's literally the first thing it says. And the very first amendment. The very first amendment, it says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. That's what the Constitution says. So that means that Christian nationalism is literally wrong. It's literally false. We just disproved Christian nationalism right there. Because if their belief is that America was founded on Christian principles, that is literally incorrect. That is literally inaccurate. It is false. It is garbage. It is nonsense. It is senseless. It is simply unjustified. It's literally unjustified. But see, here's the problem. According to this article, by the come on, fam, I hate this. By the numbers, about 1/3 of Americans qualify as Christian nationalism adherents or sympathizers, a new survey released Tuesday by the nonpartisan Public Religion Research Institute finds. That is stark. That's stark. So 2/3 of Americans are Christian, and 1/3 of those Christians, 1/3 of those Americans qualify as Christian nationalist adherents or sympathizers. This is how you know we are a Christian kakistocracy, because the fact that these fucking loonies are in office demonstrates the kakistocracy right there. Their entire worldview is literally wrong. It's literally false. It is incorrect. According to the Constitution of the United States of America, the First Amendment states Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. That's what it said. I just showed you. I just showed it to you. The Constitution of the United States of America. I show y'all every day this Constitution, just to show you how unqualified these people are that are in the office. Because if they can't follow their own Constitution, if they can't understand their own Constitution, why the fuck are they there? How did they get there? How could they get there? How could they even have a remote opportunity to get there? It's because we have a society that is the scam capital, the capital. And people love to lie to themselves, delude themselves, or allow media to delude them, allow propaganda to delude them. That's why I do what I do. That's why I challenge these narratives at all times, because it's a bunch of fucking cap. It's why I'm such a staunch anti-Christian to begin with. Because see, the thing about it, as an example, right? I posted a clip from my live yesterday onto my Upscrolled account about um the pastors from yesterday that got caught raping kids as usual, right? And how they always get caught every day. I don't understand it. Why would the Lord pick all these fucking rapists to represent him? I don't get it. I mean, and it's not even like a couple here or there. It's like literally every day, multiple. There's some days where there are no reports, but then most days have multiple reports of this fucking pastor, that priest, this deacon, that teacher, this coach, that violinist, this fucking pianist, this pianist, and that pianist. And stop. Okay, I'm not even gonna go there. But you get what I'm saying. Like every other day, this happens. And weird. No Jesus anywhere to be found. Huh. Weird. Anyway, but yeah, at the end of the day, none of them. I don't care what brand of delusion that they decide to subscribe to. Zero. I repeat, zero of them can demonstrate a single shred of their claims. So out the gate, Christianity is unqualified. A person being a Christian should disqualify them for even coming close to a public office. Period. I don't care how many of them exist in the nation. Being religious should disqualify you because basically you're choosing willingly to subscribe to delusional ass hattery. You're choosing to subscribe to an ideology that is literally baseless, senseless, incorrect, useless. There is literally no purpose for this ideology, which is why we're 85 seconds to midnight. Because what exactly are Christians accomplishing? What are they helping to accomplish? What are they even hoping to accomplish? What exactly are they working towards other than raping kids? Because I don't see exactly what they're even trying to do other than push for these ridiculous, retarded ass ideas that are simply unjustified. I mean, literally baseless. Every single day, we demand of these minor fuckers, hey, this ideology that you subscribe to, demonstrate to us that this ideology is rooted in reality. Demonstrate to us any shred of credible evidence that you can present that would be convincing to um uh to what's the term I'm looking for? Skeptics like me, right? So a skeptic like me provides convincing data. And the best they can present is, well, but you can't see the air. The bookcase proof? What's the bookcase proof? I haven't heard that one. I can honestly say I've heard the watchmaker argument. I've heard but look at the beautiful trees, bro. Look at the beautiful fucking trees. Who else could have fucking made it? What else could have fucking made it, bro? Because I don't know. What's the typo? Oh, the book. Uh, I was gonna say, I'm like, I haven't heard that. That's a new one. I'm like, is that like an offshoot of the watchmaker argument? Like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna use that. The bookcase proof. Hey, you see that bookcase over there? Yeah. Who else could have made it? Isn't it wonderful and beautiful? Don't you see the beautiful bookcase? Look, that beautiful book. Yeah, the good book. The really good gospel book. Yeah, I don't understand it. So the fact of the matter is Christianity is wrong. I think it's safe to say that Christianity is straight up incorrect, false. See, people who are super duper into logic, you know, they harp on what's called, unfalsifiability. But see, my thing is we live in the real world. When people get super duper caught up in logic, in only pure logic, they drive themselves in logical fucking circles. But see, the fact of the matter is they always ignore the fact that we live in the real world. We live in reality. We have senses. We have tools. We have measuring sticks and shit like that so we can actually look out and see what the fuck is out there. It's this thing, I forgot what it's called. Oh yeah, the scientific fucking method. Right. We have the scientific method. So we have ways of actually like measuring reality, like actually understanding it, right? And so if there was this thing that these theists love to claim is so fucking real and true, there should be some method that they can employ that would justify their fucking garbage. And yet, in the age of information and science, they have not only nothing, but they absolutely reject science altogether for the most part. I mean, there are some theists that practice science to some degree, right? They get into field. Look, I've seen them. I know some. I know one personally. Works in the medical field, super Christy Christian, but at the same time has to understand practical medical shit, which is what I don't get. Even though I get it, but I don't get it. I don't get it, but I get it. Obviously, he was indoctrinated to believe that shit. It's hard to see, though, how somebody can be so analytical on one hand, but so retarded on the other, even though they used to be me. So, the fact of the matter is, unfalsifiability to me is when these fools that make these claims fail miserably to even present a shred of their claims. They fail to provide even a starting point for how they could ever even begin to justify their claims. No end goal in sight. Extreme amounts of time having elapsed and them having even less sensibleness to this point where they don't even have the beginnings of argument, and even the long-standing arguments that they even would try to present are even more laughable today in the information age than ever before. Things like Pascal's wager, the stupidest argument ever in the history of history. Well, just in case you might be wrong, you should believe this. Well, then why should I believe your shit over all these other billions of fucking bullshit ideologies that say the same shit? Why should I believe in yours and not any of these other ones that have just as much credibility as you got, which is none? Or let's say, like we just said, you can't see the air. You can't see the air. Even though when it's fucking like 2 below, I can see it just fine. When there's a fucking tornado, I can see it just fine. If it's really windy, I can see the effects of it in my clothing. And take it from me, as somebody who's from the Windy City, we know a thing or two about some fucking wind. Yeah, I know, right? Like, oh yeah. Or the just in case I might go to hell, right? Even though, of course, then that prompts me to ask them, okay, this hell place, where exactly is that? Like, where exactly is that? And how exactly would we like go there? Like, where exactly is it? And that's when we start getting more bullshit. Oh, it's in another dimension. Or no, it's outside of space and time. Or whatever the fuck. And ultimately they have nothing. Right? Well, you want me to explain in the physical what it can only be explained in the spiritual? And then it's like, okay, provide us with evidence with the spiritualness. What is your spiritual miracle detector machine thing that you can use to detect this spiritual stuff? And all we get is a bunch of tar talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to hear the Tardo Bernardo. Miss me with the Tardo Bernardo shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Speak English. Show me that shit that you talking about. I don't need to hear this Tardo Bernardo ass tar talk shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Show us that shit. Whatever it is, show us right now. Oh, word, it's a super duper supernatural 1 and 3, 3 and 1, triune, trinity, triumvirate, triforce. Show us. Show us right now. How do we detect it right now? You can only do it. You can only detect it in the spiritual. Show us how we can detect the spiritual. Provide us with your innovative techniques and technologies that allow us to detect the spiritual stuff. No. Okay, you can't see it, but there's other ways of detecting things other than sight, right? Like the infrared. You can't see the infrared, but you have machines that can detect the infrared. That can actually allow you to see the infrared. Like if you've ever played Metal Gear Solid, you know how you can get the infrared goggles and now you can go around and you can see in the infrared what you normally wouldn't be able to see with your own eyes, but you actually have to fucking put a set of yeah, like it's called technology. So what the fuck kind of technology you got that's gonna help us see the spiritual shit? Exactly. No, they want you to fucking pretend like they're fucking little 2-year-old little babies. Like, oh, I got my fucking best, my imaginary friend. No, my imaginary friend said, you can't eat that, Daddy. Daddy, my imaginary friend said that only I can eat the cake. You can't have none of it. That's bad for you. What the fuck are we doing, fam? The hell is this Tardo ass shit? These are grown ass motherfuckers with this Tardo Bernardo ass goofy shit. Sitting here talking like I'm supposed to just accept they dumb shit. Well, you don't know my life. You don't know my life. Okay, so fucking what? So that means that you really saw a bunch of fucking rhinoceroses on the motherfucking interstate yesterday? Your Tardo ass the fuck on somewhere. Take your fucking meds, bro. No, take your goddamn meds. I don't care if it makes you feel all weird. You know what's weird? You saying this Tardo Bernardo ass shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Either show us this shit that you're talking about, provide evidence. Look, you provide the evidence, I'll be like, damn, there you go. You ain't on no Tardo Bernardo shit. But you come at me with that shit, I'ma fucking make you feel like shit, and I'm not gonna feel any fucking sadness for you. I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, fam, you might need some help. You might need some psychological help. I think that's called a hallucination, or perhaps you experienced a bout of what's that shit called? Psychosis? Yeah. That's probably what that is, because ain't been no reports about rhinoceroses on the fucking interstate. I'm pretty sure if there was really an actual rhinoceros on the interstate, there would have been some kind of news story about it. I'm pretty sure it would have got a lot of views. Imagine if there was a rhinoceros on the interstate. That would go viral right now. That would go viral right now. Motherfuckers would be making all kind of Hakuna Matata jokes and shit. But no, like you said you saw a rhino on the interstate. You might have been on some shit or off some shit. One of the two. Yeah, that's what they always do, fam. For some reason, the imaginary friend is always so cool with rape for some reason. I don't understand it. Always seeming to be super forgiving about it too. Every single time. I don't understand, but hates the gays. I don't get that shit. I don't know. I don't know. I guess there's certain paraphilias the Lord is cool with, and others that he's just like not so cool with. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. The Lord picks and chooses the paraphilias. He's like, yo, pedophilia, yes. Oh, but fucking sex before marriage, ew. Yeah, ew. How dare you? Yeah, I know it does, don't it? See, that's the reason why we gotta have these conversations, fam. Because they hide in plain sight. They hide in plain sight. These are the most immoral, fucking insensitive, nihilistic, narcissistic, psychopathic psychos in the world. Masquerading as the most morally upstanding and wonderful people, which I guess explains why we're 85 seconds to midnight, right? Because they know exactly what they're doing. They're doing such a fantastic job helping us create a well-functioning society with their supernatural, super intelligent, super AI chatbot GPT-5, 3 and 1, 1 and 3, 3 and 1, 1 and 3. The Triune Triforce app. The Father, Son, Holy Spirit GPT app. The 3.1/1.3 app. that just so happens to be such a fucking miserable ass failure every single day to accomplish anything outside of raping children for some reason. I don't understand it. They can't figure out how to get rid of the immigrants without violating our fucking constitutional rights. They just can't figure it out. Even though they have the Lord on their side, they can't figure out how to perform this one task without monumentally failing at another. It's a goddamn joke. And we have been seeing it this whole time, but now it's time to recognize the incompetence. This is incompetence, fam. Because first of all, as I've always said, shouldn't we want immigrants? Isn't America supposed to be the great melting pot? Isn't this supposed to be the greatest country in the world? Shouldn't everybody outside of here want to come here because we're so wonderful and so great? But see, that's why I say we're the scam capital, the capital of the world. Because like I showed y'all, we're at 128 on the Global Peace Index. Who the fuck wants to go to a war zone? I can tell you, I don't. Who the fuck wants to live in a state where you can fucking get shot just walking outside? That's not cool. And these Christians act like they're so intelligent. They act like their idea is so fucking wonderful, yet they do everything possible to shield themselves from any scrutiny whatsoever. And when somebody like me is able to build a following just questioning and challenging their bullshit, all of a sudden now they want to start playing the victim. Now all of a sudden I'm the bully, even though they got the ultimate super weapon. Isn't that funny? There's literally billions of these people around the world, hundreds of millions of them, 200 million to be specific, here in America. And I, little old me, in my mommy basement, I'm the fucking bully. Like, with my broke ass. Like, I got $4 in my checking account, but I'm the bully. Y'all got hundreds of billions. Hundreds of billions. Brooklyn just had $100 million settlement. Well, $100 million payment in an attempt to settle in Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Archdiocese, yeah, they had to spend $100 million because they can't stop raping. They just can't help it. They just can't stop it. They just love rape so much. It's a fucking joke. And it's so strange how little coverage there is of this shit. Every day I get on this motherfucking Google News shit, and I don't see a single mention, a single fucking mention of the settlement on here. I see how recursive intelligence raised $335 million at a $4 billion valuation in 4 months. Why is Bezos trolling Musk on X with turtle pics? Why is it so hard to turn this goddamn camera? All kinds of goofy shit. LGBTQ plus identification holds at 9%. Okay. This shouldn't be normal. Developers speak about bigotry on Steam, the world's biggest PC gaming store. Come the fuck on. You developers need to knock it off. These racists and bigots been all over the place this whole time. Yeah, like, oh, OpenAI Anthropic deals power up Abu Dhabi's $100 billion AI bet and all this type of shit. A case against 6 Democrats lacked urgency, then came a swift bid for indictment. But weird, I'm not seeing no $100 million fucking settlement in Brooklyn. Timberwolves re-signed Mike Conley. Again. Indiana University faces backlash for claiming Chinese robot dog as assault. Weird. No $100 million settlement in Brooklyn. Google's Pixel, an Arctic drill. Oh, the record-breaking spinning structure. That's cool. I'm just saying, like, why is this shit not even like mentioned? Yeah, that's where I got that article. I had to fucking bring it up. And of course, Nancy Guthrie is the top fucking news. They still talking about this shit. Like it's the biggest news in the fucking world. Isn't that weird? And then, as usual, nothing about 85 Seconds to Midnight. Oh, there's an avalanche. 8 skiers found dead. 6 skiers rescued, 9 still missing. But why don't they just ask the Lord? Why don't they just ask Jesus how they can rescue the 9 that's still missing, safe and sound? See, this is why it's so important to talk about reality, fam. Because, see, reality bites. Reality is cruel. Reality can be a bitch. Life's a bitch, and then you die. And it's difficult for people to accept this fact that sometimes bad things happen to good things happen to bad people, and everything in between. But if we decided as a society that we want good things to happen to good people and that we want everybody to be good people, that we all want to be good, we can decide to work together to make it actually happen in real life. And it doesn't even have to take a long time. Because we see we just seen all these numbers, all these companies and their billion-dollar valuations and shit. All this money floating around. Look at this shit. Pretty cool, huh? Jennifer Doudna's $1 billion plan to bring gene editing to the masses. Oh, yeah. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Okay. Shit like that sounds pretty cool. As a transhumanist, I definitely need some genes to clean up. You know what I'm saying? I definitely need some gene work done. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, we still have this hyper capitalist society when we have these suboptimal conditions, all these minor fuckers and sci-fi fantasy nut jobs that are in the position are failing miserably to help us create a well-functioning society for ourselves. Like I was saying yesterday, the thing that we fear about transhumanism isn't transhumanism itself. It's the fucking privatization. It's the hyper-capitalism. It's the companies cutting corners and engaging in amoral, immoral fucking behaviors and doing all the fuck shit, right? I mean, anything that has to do with human health, obviously safety is of the utmost importance. That should be a no-brainer. But see, the problem is these hyper-capitalists, they love cutting corners, especially in regards to safety. That's the problem. And that's a problem that we've been dealing with this whole entire time with these fucking corporate fucking asshats. Like, that's literally the existence that we have right now. That's why I get confused when people express their fears of AI and all that type of shit. You already see the horrors of AI. It's just not called AI. It's called a corporation. A corporation is like the physical manifestation of an AI. It's this faceless, like, non-central entity that's just a poison to the fucking world. It's a plague on the world. It's a virus to the world. It does a hyper efficient job of extracting resources from the community to hoard it for itself, like a fucking virus. And it will stop at nothing but to hoard more and more, extract more and more until it kills the host, aka the planets. That's why our environmental stability is fragile now. That's why so many people fear climate change now, because these corporations don't give a fuck. And the people that run them are psychopaths. They're hyper efficient at accomplishing their goals. They're very, very great at their jobs. It just so happens that their jobs are killing us, which is why we're 85 seconds to midnight and why I talk about it every single fucking day. Because ultimately, their goals are misaligned with our collective survival. The goal of a corporation is to maximize shareholder profit. That means there is no end in sight. The only goal is more. And when you take more to its logical conclusion, the only conclusion is death, destruction, finality, the end. Because, like I said, a virus consumes and consumes until it kills the host and ultimately itself. That's why viruses are so dangerous. That's why it's so important for us as a human race to master our reality. Because, see, a virus could be controlled and channeled and used for good. We could take a virus and then we can modify it to have guardrails so that it can actually be used for pro-social purposes. Same with a corporation. We can say, okay, they're hyper efficient at whatever they do, but we can retrofit it to prioritize our collective well-being. So instead of the unlimited growth model, it's the unlimited improve humanity model, the unlimited ensure our collective survival model. Hey, here are these issues that allow us to fucking shore up all of these existential threats to maintain human survival. And then we do it. But see, when you have a hyper-capitalist society that prioritizes capital above everything else, the only logical conclusion is death, destruction. It's what we're seeing every single day. It's at the core of what I call the eschatological great filter scenario. But it's a little more complicated than that. I usually talk about the eschatological great filter scenario for the most part because we're such a hyper-religious society, right? We are a theocracy. The fact that you have so many people that are Christian, 2/3 of the population that are Christian, 1/3 of the population being Christian nationalists, and the Christian nationalists being in the office right now, promoting the religion right now. And I talk all the time about how the current president, the sitting president, last September, literally put out a memo, much like the one I just showed y'all about the Department of Homeland Security. He put out a memo on the official White House website about the 100 victories for people of faith. And it's a bunch of dumb shit, a bunch of useless nonsense, things that don't help shit, things that don't actually help society, things that don't help us not be 85 seconds to midnight. And what's ironic about it, too, is, as I always state, this memo was put out 2 days before Charlie Kirk was assassinated live on TikTok. Proven wrong in front of everybody. Ain't none of that Jesus shit protect his retarded ass at all. Dumbass idiot learned the hard way why the Second Amendment that they claim they love so fucking much. These Second Amendment jackasses don't really care about the Second Amendment. They're liars. And let me say this. Let me make this distinction. You got gun nuts and people who actually care about the Second Amendment, which, is very rare because a lot of those people that claim they love the Second Amendment, they don't actually read it. The first thing it says is a well-regulated militia. And what do you know? A lot of these gun nuts, not all of them, well, the gun nuts. The gun nuts, they hate regulations. They hate regulations. They think that any and everybody should be able to have a gun. These are the loonies that are out here killing people because they feared for their life, because their life was threatened, because they want to fight against the tyrannical government. I have never seen any of... Okay, let me take it back. I've seen a small group. Cliven Bundy is a gun nut that literally fought against the tyrannical government, even though technically he was at fault in the situation. He's one of the very few gun nuts that I've seen actually turn their guns on law enforcement. All these other gun nuts are fucking full of shit. They don't have guns for protection. They hardly ever do any protecting, which might explain why we're 128 on the Global Peace Index out of 163 countries. If they were actually protecting shit, wouldn't we be at least a little higher? Wouldn't we at least be somewhat kind of a bit, tad bit, little bit higher? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking crazy. Maybe I'm just cuckoo, cuckoo. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking stupid. But I would just think that if these loonies that claim that they had the truth, that they had this connection to this ultimate super truth, that they would be the most hyper efficient, highly qualified fucking people in the world, and that they would demonstrate every single day how amazing of a job that they can do with their wonderful fucking access to fucking hyper fucking intelligent information from the ultra supernatural, super intelligent, super genius app, GPT, Jesus, GPT app thing that whatever they be talking about. This is literally how you get a Christian Kakistocracy, because Christians don't know what the hell they're talking about. Literally their own shit that they promote so hard. You ask them to demonstrate any of that shit, they fail. Every single time, 100% of the time, despite the 2.4 billion Christians that exist in the world, despite the 200 million Christians that exist here in America, despite the thousands upon thousands of years that Christianity has been around, despite the billions of Christians that existed all throughout human history, throughout all that time, not a single one, not one time, not one Christian one time can show us any of that Christian shit to be true, let alone useful. Not one time. This is the core of what I call the ultimate rage paradox. How can so many people share this delusion together, even in the modern age when it is abundantly clear, now that we have all this technology and social media, that they don't know what the hell they're talking about? And according to every single possible metric that you can find, they are miserable failures. That they're the biggest hypocrites in the world, that they have created the greatest rape culture in the world. It's such a hyper efficient rape culture, it goes all the way to the fucking top. All of these hyper fucking famous and rich and notable people were all in cahoots with this fucking Jeffrey Epstein dude. All these people whose names had to be redacted. Even former presidents are being subpoenaed to testify. They're being fucking ruled as fucking goddamn in contempt of court for refusing to testify. Now all of a sudden they're choosing to testify. Why the fuck didn't you just decide to testify from the start? What the fuck are you hiding? What the fuck are you hiding? What are you hiding, Biden? What are you hiding, Clinton? What the fuck? Literally, what the fuck? What in the fucking fuck? What are we dealing with? No, it's God version 0.0.0.0.0.0.0.0. They ain't got shit. They ain't got an app. They don't even have an app. If they got an app, it's useless. What the fuck is their app gonna do? What the fuck is their app gonna give you a fucking Bible quote? They ain't gonna tell you how they can use the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to solve the fucking funding issue of the Department of Homeland Security right now. You know, these super duper Christy Christians that have all this information. Yeah, they're so fucking in tune with the Lord that has all of this omniscient data that they can't figure out how to not get shut down right now. They just can't figure it out. And then they want to fucking be like, oh, we gonna blame the Democrats. I blame all of you, Democrats and Republicans. Why the fuck can't y'all get in tune with reality? Why the fuck are y'all so delusional? Why the fuck does Department of Homeland Security gotta put out such bitch-made ass shit? This is bitch. If y'all can see this weak-ass, pathetic-ass article, man, you see this shit. I haven't read the files. Personally, I don't care because I show you all this rape shit that happens every fucking day. It's all around us at all times. We don't even need names. Let's just assume that they're all in it because it's all around us at all times and it's so hyper common that they had to kick me off of fucking TikTok because it's just so many new stories every day. They just couldn't handle it. Department of Homeland Security condemns Democrats' decision to once again put politics over public safety that have resulted in another dangerous government shutdown, undermining the department's ability to keep Americans safe. It's shit like that that drives me fucking crazy. When the whole reason this shutdown happened in the first place is because of Trump, your inability to keep Americans safe, literally killing Americans, violating Americans' Fifth Amendment rights. If you didn't fucking violate their rights, this wouldn't happen. This wouldn't happen. But see, as I stated, this isn't a Trump-only thing. It's a Trump now thing because he's the president right now, but this has been an issue for all these administrations. All these administrations are guilty for violating Fifth Amendment rights. And all of them are guilty of failing to address this rampant problem of child rape in the church and throughout society. They've refused to acknowledge this because, hey, it's big business and they're a part of it. And they don't want to acknowledge it. That's why I say all the time, America is a failed state. We are a straight up failed state. When you are 128 on the Global Peace Index out of 163 countries, touting yourself as the greatest country in the world, you failed. How do you get an F and celebrate like you just graduated? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't know if you know this, but if you have an exam with 163 questions on it and you get 128 of them wrong as fuck, you failed. That's a big fat fucking F. An L. That's a fucking loser. That means you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't even know why you even showed up to test day. You would have done better not even showing up. You would have done better just not even showing up. Just admit you didn't fucking do the homework. Just admit you didn't study. Ask the teacher if you can take a makeup test or some shit. Ask the teacher if you can fucking do some extra credit work to make up for your miserable ability to learn the shit that you were supposed to learn. You fucking failure. How the fuck are you such a failure? But let me say this. Again, it's not like the 128 on the Global Peace Index just happened overnight. It's not like, oh, we were number one for like forever and all of a sudden we just dropped to 128. No, we've been low on the Global Peace Index for a while. I think that when Obama was in office, we might have been like 96. I got to go back and look through the archives, but we were still pretty fucking low. And when fucking Biden was in office, we were floating between 128 and like 132, if I'm not mistaken. Like it was like, or 126 and 132. We were floating in between that same fucking window. The point is that we're low as fuck, that we've been low as fuck, and that we don't even talk about it because the media fails to even mention it. None of the major news media organizations talk about it. None, I repeat, none of these politicians, Democrats or Republican, liberal, conservative, progressive, fucking Christian, I don't give a fuck. They're completely not giving a fuck about none of this shit at all. They don't talk about it. They don't mention it. Not the Elizabeth Warrens. Okay, not the motherfucking Bernie Sanders, not the fucking Pete Hegseths, and whoever the fucks, the Marjorie Taylor Greens. None of them are talking about this shit. None of them. If they did, we wouldn't be here. If they were actually good at their jobs, they wouldn't even be holding the positions that they hold. They wouldn't be engaging in the behaviors that they engage in. I mean, even Bernie Sanders supported the fucking goddamn, what's it called? The Commodity Futures and Modernization Act of 2000, which played a huge role in the derivatives trading that caused the '08 crash. And all Bernie Sanders could say was, oops. This is the type of society we have to deal with. And mind you, I'm somebody who supported Bernie. I'm somebody who helped fucking promote Bernie. I had the fucking goddamn, what's it called? The profile banner with the Bernie bird and all that shit. I went to a Bernie fucking rally and shit. I made a fucking song for two songs for the dude. I was on that Bernie or bust shit. The video on my YouTube is me at the Bernie or Bust rally in Philly being fucking shouted out by Jill Stein after performing my song, Bernie or Bust, live in front of a fucking large group of, I don't even know how many there was there, thousands of people in Philly at the DNC, the Democratic National Convention. So you're talking about somebody who really fucking believed in Bernie. Bernie is the reason why I'm no longer a fucking Democrat. Because when I saw how the Democratic Party sabotaged his campaign and showed me, oh, they're actually anti-Democrat. They're actually anti-democracy. That's why it sickens me when they fucking put on this act talking about, oh, we gotta protect our democracy. They're the main ones that fucking destroyed it. The fact that they introduced a system of superdelegates, ironically, in 1984, so that they can use a patsy, just like Bernie, to fucking convince a bunch of bleeding hearts like myself to fucking reel us in with this fucking grassroots candidate to then hit us with the switcheroni and say, okay, well, you're not getting that. You got to fucking fuck with Hillary. You got to fuck with Hillary. And she's your only option because if it's not Hillary, then it's Trump. And you know it, Trump is super duper evil. So why don't you choose the lesser evil? So that's how we got here. They've been playing that game of 3D chess this whole time. And ironically, it started with fucking Jesse Jackson. Rep to him. I didn't mention him yesterday, even though that's been all over the news and I've seen it. I'm not the biggest Jesse Jackson fan, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, rep or whatever. Super Christy Christian, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, Jesse Jackson was the first patsy. That's the first person that they used for this super delegate system, ironically enough. So the fact of the matter is, that's how we got to this point. The Democrats did everything to help promote Trump. The dude was everywhere. I'm talking about, it was so crazy to see. I've never seen nothing like it before. I mean, all of these liberal creators and content creators and pundits and talking heads, every single day they talked about this dude. Every single day back in 2015, 16, Trump was on the tongue of everybody. The dude got billions of dollars of free coverage everywhere. Imagine everybody talking about you. Like, I used to be such a huge fan of a show called The Young Turks, right? That's how I got into politics. That's how I did the volunteer work and all that shit. I was a huge fan because I thought that they were all about being rebellious until I realized that they're the fucking establishment too. They just want their little piece. But they used to have a moratorium on talking about Donald Trump. They literally had a policy where they were like, we aren't even gonna say his fucking name at all. Turned around and made a segment specifically for this dude every day. Dumb Darnold, and the shit was counterintuitive. And I don't understand how these shit libs don't understand it. Like the old adage goes, any publicity is good publicity. And that's how he won. They engaged in this shitty ass campaign, the worst possible campaign ever. And then they act so surprised. They act so surprised when they lost. And mind you, this is all under the auspices of fucking the whole FBI fucking investigation into Hillary Clinton's campaign, that all these Democrats tried to gaslight us wasn't real, or that it was some kind of a witch hunt, even though no, she actually violated laws. But the fucking FBI director of the time, James Comey, basically changed the law to say, okay, yeah, she violated the law, but she didn't like intentionally do it, right? She was just negligent as fuck, even though the law doesn't specify negligence or intent. It just says if you violate the law, you should get this fine and or a prison sentence. And he said, well, okay, well, we're just gonna change it to say, well, you gotta fucking like have intentionally, you had to intend to do it. You know what I'm saying? These laws, 18 U.S. Code subsection 793, 18 U.S. Code subsection 1924, 18 U.S. Code subsection 2071. They have to do with the handling of top secret data and all that type of shit. You can check them out for yourself. Yeah, I did the research, so you don't have to. Let me say that again. 18 U.S. Code subsection 793, 18 U.S. Code subsection 1924, and 18 U.S. Code subsection 2071. Yeah. Don't believe me? Just look it up. Just look it up for yourself. That was at the center of the whole FBI investigation. I could get into that, but that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is, both major parties suck ass. Both major parties are super duper full of Christy, super Christy Christians that love them some Jesus. And despite this, they're always butting heads all the time, or at least they appear to, even though they're all making all the motherfucking money and screwing us over regardless of who gets in the office. They're all, both major parties, fucking us over on a constant basis, which is why we're 85 seconds to midnight. That's how you get a fucking Trump again. That's how you got him the first time. That's how you got him again, right? Like, imagine if, say, Kamala had a real platform. Imagine if she had Bernie's platform from 2016. If she just cut and paste Bernie's platform, running it against Trump. I'm not saying that she necessarily would have won, but I'm pretty sure she would have had a better chance. But when you're offering not a goddamn thing, you're not a great speaker, you're not the finest woman in the world, ain't nothing special about you, and you think that just fucking condescending your way into the presidency is gonna work, means $100 million down the drain. So, and then ultimately, the most important thing is none of these fuckers, none of these minor fuckers, none of these lawmakers, law enforcement officers, none of these people get held accountable. I ask all the time, exactly what the fuck are we doing? What exactly, fam. So my whole thing is, like, I see the reason I don't criticize Republicans all that much, like directly, I barely even mention them, but you know who they are. Christians that love, oh, that was kind of cool. They're super duper Christy Christians that love them some fucking Jesus. They love them some corporations. They hate facts. They hate data. They hate clean water, clean air, clean food, clean soil. They love fucking being poisoned. They love being stupid as fuck. They are retarded as fuck. There's no getting through to them. Every now and then the broken clock is right twice a day, but other than that, they're loony as fuck. Ain't no getting through to them. Single issue voters, they care more about abortion than the lives of actual children and babies. They will blow up an abortion clinic, but will let a baby starve. Make that make sense. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand the mentality. I'm not trying to understand it. It's crazy. It's literally insane. And despite it all, can't none of them demonstrate the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ at all. None. I don't care what brand of delusion that they want to subscribe to, whether they're Christian nationalists, whether they're just moderate Christians, whether they're fucking evangelical. I don't give a fuck. All that shit is loony. Every single aspect of it. That's why I'm an anti-theist. That's why I'm anti-Christian, because it is wrong. It's baseless. It's useless. They don't have anything to justify it. When they talk about how they have this wonderful moral code, you could have fooled me. How is blowing up an abortion clinic morally justified at all? You care more about blowing up an abortion clinic instead of actually stopping all these fucking children from starving. You want to cut funding to school lunch programs? Talking about your pro-life? Get your retarded ass the fuck out of here. I criticize Democrats because they claim that they're like against these fucking minor fuckers, but they're part of the problem too. They want to compromise like little punk ass bitches. They want to offer milk toast ideas. Every now and then they throw us a little fucking bone and shit like that. And even the bones they give, that's not like these bones help everybody. I mean, look, I'm pro LGBTQIA and all that type of shit. I don't have a problem with gay marriage, but I'm a straight man. So how does gay marriage help me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a black, straight, cisgendered male. I am pro LGBTQ, but how does that help me? And it's like when I would deal with a lot of liberals, especially during that last election, right? See so many fucking goofy, loony liberals that would literally tell me, well, they're going to vote for Kamala because they have a transgender friend and they don't want their transgender friend to lose the rights. That's the same shit. That's that same single issue voter shit. I understand your trans friend. I get it. I have no problem with the trans friend, but I'm not trans, friend. So that doesn't help me. And so, and before anybody tries to say anything crazy to me, I'm not saying I'm against the trans. I'm not saying that I'm, don't support their rights. All I'm saying is, what is with this single issue voter mentality? Why not be a more nuanced person who cares about all these different issues? It's 2026 now. We have access to information. You don't have to be only about one issue. You can be a nuanced person. You can actually focus on all the issues because now we have the internet. Now we have the ability to talk about all these different things. You mean to tell me that's the only thing you care about? Then you're a fucking lazy, intellectually lazy goofy. That this one issue is the only issue that matters to you. So fuck everybody else, right? And then that causes the infighting. Because I've had people on this app. I literally had somebody like a week ago. It was some post where somebody tried to respond to me talking about like, oh, trans people had it worse than black people. And like, I'm like, you're not about to bait me. I'm like, fam, why are we playing this who had it worse game? Especially if you're going to ignore the fact that there are some trans people who are black. You fuck. Miss me with this fucking separation bullshit. Miss me with this, oh, we had it so much worse shit. It's just like what I was saying about the Jews earlier. We don't need to be divided over like who had it the worst. We don't need to be bickering and arguing. No, we had it so much worse, bro. No, we 400 years. But okay, well, 400 years, but in fucking 40 days, mother. Like, we don't have to play that fucking game. It's 2026. We can lock arms and say, yeah, both that shit was fucking terrible. All of that shit was terrible. Let's not allow that shit to happen ever again. Let's work together so that we can prevent both. You ever thought about that, you fucking retarded fucks? How about we work together so we can stop all the nonsense, where we don't have to experience none of the bullshit? Your shit was bad, our shit was bad, all that shit was bad. Let's like work together so we don't have to deal with any of that shit in any way, shape, or form ever again, henceforth. You know what I'm saying? Why we gotta bicker over fucking who had it the worst? You got it bad, usher head ass motherfuckers. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Stop trying to sow these seeds of this of divisions. Stop with this intellectually lazy fucking, oh, I only focus on this one issue that matters to me. Yeah, fuck everybody else. I'm going to support this hyper-capitalist system because this person somewhat, somewhat seemed like they might support this issue, even though they weren't even really super duper open about that. Like that. It's disgusting. And I feel like a lot of these pundits, a lot of these voters, they do this shit They've been conditioned to do this shit. They've been shaped to do this shit. This propaganda keeps them uninformed, keeps them misinformed, keeps them away from facts, data, information, statistics, so that they don't learn this shit. That's why I have to show you, because the media is not going to do it, right? They're not going to show you these facts, data, information, statistics. MSNBC, Fox News, and everything in between, they're not going to show you shit. They're going to show you what they want to show you, and they're going to pretend, okay, our side is so great, the other side's so bad. Our side's so great, the other side's so bad. No, both of y'all suck ass. The fact that y'all are even bickering over dumb shit and neither of you can demonstrate none of that shit you talking about means that y'all need to shut the fuck up, all of y'all. Like the old adage goes, the only way to win is to not play. Don't play. And I ain't playing they fucking games. It's not a game. And I ain't playing. If I ain't lived it, did it, or seen it, then I ain't saying. Shout out to anybody who gets that reference. Yeah, man, like, just like I said the other day, had the classmate talking about, well, the voting doesn't matter, then why are they changing all these laws? Why are the Republicans trying to do all this stuff? Change all these. I'm like, fam, we're in a failed state, fam. We're 85 seconds to midnight. How the fuck did your vote prevent that from happening at all? We were 90 seconds to midnight last year. Now we're 85. So that means that we're on the wrong trajectory. That means we're going in the wrong direction. How did your weak ass vote prevent that from happening? And to this day, this was like maybe a couple days ago, I told him, I was like, hey, let me ask you some real questions. The same questions I ask you all the time. What exactly are you voting for? Exactly. Like, what exactly are we doing? What are you hoping to have accomplished with your fucking vote? What exactly are the issues that you are voting for, and why the fuck do you keep failing to get them? Because I'm sure you didn't vote for 85 seconds to midnight. At least I hope you didn't. I hope you didn't vote for 85 seconds to midnight, because if you did, well, good for you. You got what you wanted. But if this ain't what you wanted, then how did you get what you didn't want? How did your vote lead to what you didn't want? And why does it always lead that way? Even when you win, you don't get what you want. Even when Democrats win, you don't get what you, because he's a Democrat, right? We're in Chicago. Chicago is Democrat Central. You will be hard pressed to find a Republican. Not to say that there aren't any Republicans around here, but you'll be hard pressed to find one, is what I'm saying. Everybody's a fucking Democrat. Everybody loves Obama. Everybody, if you ask them what's so great about Obama, what's so great about voting, the first thing that they will say is the ACA. The ACA is their favorite shit in the fucking world. Oh my God, the American Affordable Care Act, the Affordable Care Act, the American Affordable Care Act. And even with the Affordable Care Act, 100 million Americans are in some form of medical debt. That's a third of the country. The same third that loves them some fucking Christian nationalism. Yeah, the motherfuckers got fucking medical debt. Ain't that some shit? The Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that this country was fucking supposedly born on doesn't feel the need to give your retarded ass no fucking health care. At least adequate, actually fucking affordable coverage. Motherfuckers in debt. If it's so affordable, then why the fuck is a third of the country in some kind of debt? Can't be that affordable. Things that are affordable, you don't have to go into debt for. If it's affordable, that means I got $4 in my fucking pocket. If I give you fucking $3, I can get $2.60 in change. That's affordable. That's something that's affordable. Affordable isn't, damn, I owe you like $20,000 for this fucking, like, that's not affordable, fam. If it costs your house and your car to get it, that's not a fucking affordable. If you gotta fucking pay a bill every fucking month because of outstanding balances, that's not affordable. If you gotta take out a loan, that's not affordable, bro. You don't need to take out loans for things you can afford. Or maybe I'm just fucking goofy. Maybe my business degree means I'm just a dumbass. I'm just fucking useless, yeah. My education totally failed me. Then again, maybe it's why I don't have a job. But, that's neither here nor there. It's just a joke. Everything is a fucking joke, dude. That's the whole point I'm trying to explain to y'all. We are living in these suboptimal fucking times where we are seeing the bullshit all around us at all times. There is no way you can sit here and tell me that this is optimal, that this is the best that we could do, that this is literally the greatest country in the world. And see, the thing that's so crazy to me about it, see, I always say that, right? This ain't the greatest country in the world. The reason why I do what I do is because I see the potential, as crazy as it sounds. I see the potential of what this country could be. I see what it could be if it got its head out of its fucking ass. If it stopped focusing so much on the superficial fucking bullshit, the useless shit, the things that don't matter, the things that don't work, the things that are ineffective, that are inefficient, all that shit. If we focused on the things that mattered, if we focused on the things that were central to our survival, to our well-being, and we worked diligently together, interdependently with synergy to shore this shit up, we can make this shit happen by the end of the week. All this money all around us, all these people all around us. We don't even need all these motherfuckers. We just need a small, solid handful, a solid group of people fucking with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Who actually live in reality, who can actually accept reality. Exactly, fam. America could and should be beautiful. I mean, if you've done any traveling in the country, you've seen how beautiful this country actually is. It's shit like that. We got all kinds of beautiful landscapes. America is a beautiful country, but it's not maximizing and optimizing its ability to be beautiful. It's like a bitch that's a fucking dime, but she fucking like fucks herself up all the time. She don't want to shave. She don't want to take a shower regularly. She on that dope. And you like, damn, man, if she wasn't so fucking mad, she could be so fucking like, oh my God, if she just would not get just to say, I wish I could just take that fucking needle and just be like, bitch, you're beautiful. You don't need this fucking shit. But America is in the midst of a mental health and substance abuse crisis. Motherfuckers are out here fucked up. People are in need of help. I mean, think about this. Like, I saw this story the other day. I don't know if anybody saw this or heard about this. I almost forgot to talk about it. Y'all hear about this story? First photos revealed of transgender mass shooter's ex-wife, who cited gender reassignment surgery as reason for divorce. So, the ex-wife gunned down by the crazed transgender father of her kids. See, and that's what I'm like, is it transgender father or mother? Is that a mistype? Because I do believe the father became another mother, and that's what I don't know. Y'all tell me. At a high school hockey game in Rhode Island had divorced him years earlier because of his narcissistic personality disorder traits. Robert Dorgan's ex, Rhonda Dorgan, filed for divorce back in 2020, citing his unhinged personality and his gender reassignment surgery, according to filings obtained by WPRI. She later amended the reasoning for their split, which was finalized in 2021, blaming it on quote-unquote irreconcilable differences which have caused the immediate breakdown of the marriage. So that's her. So apparently there was this mass shooting at a fucking game. And it says the family confirmed in the GoFundMe page that the shooter's ex-wife and the couple's son, Aiden Dorgan, were those killed when he opened fire at the Pawtucket ice rink on Monday afternoon. See, this is like that journalistic integrity shit I be talking about. Shouldn't this be saying she? Are they misusing her pronoun? Aren't they misgendering her? Those fucking pieces of shit. New York Post, how dare you? How dare you misgender her? Sorry. It's fucking funny. Fucking loser. And mind you, I've said this and I'll say it again. Look, I am pro LGBT. Okay? I'm pro LGBT. I ain't got nothing against trans people, at least until motherfuckers want to start fucking hurting kids and then engaging in antisocial behaviors. See, I don't care what your demographic is. If you hurt children, if you hurt people for no good reason, fuck you. I don't care. Fuck this shiny fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they said that so apparently this fucking loser um killed the wife, killed the son, and then self-checked out. And then another person, no, it said 3 other people were wounded. And see, this is the type of shit that we talk about. The fact that shit like this happens all the fucking time. And don't none of that prayer shit, don't none of that thoughts and prayer shit prevent this shit from happening at all. We are in the midst of a mental health and substance abuse crisis, fam. We got a bunch of people around our country that are in desperate need of help who are not getting it because of this hyper-capitalist society that we have found ourselves in. And it's utterly disgusting to me that despite all the resources around us, despite the fact that the government can just print money and all this type of shit, people are still just out here tweaking while these multinational, multi-billion-dollar corporations keep extracting resources from our communities, while these churches keep extracting resources from our communities and doing not a goddamn thing to get these people the help that they need because these organizations require people to be fucked up to continue exploiting them, which is a sick game. That's why I'm such an anti-theist as well, because theism is incorrect and it requires people to be ignorant, to reject facts, data, information, and statistics in order for people to continue believing it and enriching these loser, fucking liar, charlatan, psychopath scam artists. Which is how we're 85 seconds to midnight. All these billions of dollars, all of these fucking organizations all over the place, all these settlements happening, all this money that they're making, and we're 85 seconds to midnight. That's a goddamn shame. So that's why we as people need to get our act together now. And in order to do that, we got to take a step back and try to figure out, okay, what exactly are we doing? What are our goals? What are our aims? What are we trying to accomplish in the grand scheme of things? It is my opinion, our goal should be to master reality, to actually understand this reality, to manipulate this reality for our collective benefit. Because why leave things up to chance, right? The whole thing I was talking about yesterday with transhumanism is that this fucking loony that came into my group somehow. I'd never seen him before, and I had to get him the fuck up out of there because they came on there and said some retarded ass dumb shit to me, talking about, oh, well, we shouldn't have to try to conquer death because it's a natural part of life. And I'm like, look, fam, there's all kinds of things that are natural, but just because things are natural does not mean that they are preferable. And as a matter of fact, I would prefer supernature. Not the supernature that these loonies be talking about, but supernature in terms of us understanding nature so that we can supersede it and take control, right? Why leave things up to chance? Why would you want to fucking be having a good time, going on a date with your fucking wife, and then all of a sudden you have a heart attack and then you fucking die? Why would you want to have plans to go see the Super Bowl in 5 years, but now you can't make it because now you need a triple heart bypass or whatever they call that shit? Like, why would you want to be like, yo, I'm going to go visit my friend in Japan only to fucking die in a plane crash on the way there? Why would you want to leave things up to chance? Why would you not want to master the laws of physics? Why would you not want to enhance our human capabilities, abilities, our fucking survivability so that we can ensure that not only we can stay alive, but that we can thrive, right? Why would we not want to have choices, right? One of the things I was telling that fucking goofy was like, look, death should be a choice, not an inevitability, right? That's the way I look at it. And personally, if you disagree, you shouldn't be fucking with me. You shouldn't be in my group at all, right? Because personally, I don't want to die. The whole reason why we do what we do is because life is preferable to death. We want to live. We want to fucking see our fucking grandkids live. We want to create a planet that is awesome for them and paying it fucking forward. All these loonies that came before us that fucked us over here, they gotta move the fuck around. All these fucking loonies, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what the fuck they think. I don't care what they believe. They gotta move the fuck around because fuck that shit. Whatever it is they believe, fuck that. If it's putting us in this position, this precarious position where our future is at risk because these loonies want to make some money, get the fuck out of my face. I don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up, suck my dick. The hell is wrong with you? The hell is your fucking problem? Like I said the other day, like, you don't even want to live to try to exploit people. You're that psychopathic. You're that fucking crazy. You're that greedy. You're willing to kill yourself for another dollar. Get the fuck out. Fuck out of here. No, move around. That's how you get a kakistocracy, folks. When you get these loonies that care more about profits than your well-being, they don't even talk about your well-being. They pretend like they care so much about your well-being, but then everything they do threatens your well-being. They freely, wantonly say, hey, we can just kill you whenever the fuck we want just because, hey, we felt like, oh, you want to protest against us? Well, that's definitely reason to kill you. Oh, and you got a gun too? Oh, yeah, even more reason to kill you. Oh, shit, fucking gun nuts felt like, oh, no, that's not good because they have rights. Oh, shit, we forgot. We're supposed to love guns. Oops, our bad. We forgot we were supposed to love guns, y'all. Our bad. No, this is incompetence at its highest peak. And it sickens me that we have a nation of incompetent people that support other incompetent people because they're that incompetent. That's why I do what I do. That's why I challenge these notions because fuck incompetence. Like I said, stupidity is evil. Incompetence is evil. In the information age, stupidity, ignorance, psychopath, all that shit is evil. You can miss me with all that shit. As far as I'm concerned, recklessness is just as bad as evil intent. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. There's no difference. Okay, yeah, there's a subtle difference, but it's the same shit. I don't give a fuck. The outcome is the same. You putting people's lives at risk. We can't have that. Not in a civil society. Not if we care about our collective well-being. Even yours. You're fucking crazy fuck. You don't have to be crazy. That's why I'm saying, like, all these loonies that are like anti-transhumanists, they can move around because they've already demonstrated that they are fucking flawed. Their brains are fucked. They're retarded. Look, you don't have to be a transhumanist. You don't have to fucking fuck with that shit. You just gotta get the fuck away from me if that's your mentality. That's fine. That's fine. That's what you want to think. Oh, you want to be a flat earther? That's cool. Get the fuck on somewhere. Go the fuck over there with that retarded shit. We're not with that shit over here. Show us that your shit is actually awesome and that it can help us actually understand reality better. And until you do that, get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of here. Actually invent something useful, accomplish something useful with that shit, and then come back and maybe I'll fucking, listen to what you have to say. But no, that's never gonna happen. So you might as well just not get the fuck off. Just get the fuck off somewhere. Okay? These loonies have had all their opportunities to demonstrate that their way works, that their way can help us improve as a society. They haven't even demonstrated that improving as a society is even something they even care about even trying to do. They just believe their crazy shit and think that we're just supposed to accept their crazy shit. And that if we don't accept their crazy shit, then we're the terrible, horrible, terrible people. Cap! No. We care about facts, data, information, statistics. Either you show us that shit that you're talking about or shut your stupid, retarded ass the fuck up forever. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care if it makes you sad. I don't care if you get offended. Matter of fact, I'm glad you're offended. You should be offended. You should be offended at the fact that you tried to fucking bullshit me with your sci-fi fantasy nonsense, horse shit, hogwash that is ineffective, that is fucking justified, that's baseless, useless, nonsensical. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Shut the fuck up with that shit. No, I'm not gonna be tolerant of what your retarded ass wants to believe. Nah, we live in the information age now. If you want to fucking convince me that your way is the most awesome, obvious, useful way, demonstrate it right now. This second is 6:09 p.m. Central Standard Time on February the 18th, 2026. If that shit that you talking about, that retarded shit you talking about, that shit is actually useful, if it's actually valuable at all in any way, shape, or form, show us right the fuck now. Show us how you can use your way to end cancer. You show us how you can use your way to stop child rape, especially in your fucking facilities by your leaders on your watch. Show us how you can help extend our lives, remove diseases from the gene pool, help strengthen the social fabric, help improve peace. Hey, fucking use it to find Nancy Guthrie right now if it's such a big deal. If what you were saying was so true, go find Nancy Guthrie right now. Why don't you help the FBI out and just confirm with the super duper ultra super Christy Christian Lord Jesus Savior Jesus Christ, right? Get the information from the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Go ahead and find Nancy Guthrie right now. See, they say right here, uh, the sheriff was pleading with the suspect to just let her go. Just let her go. Why don't you ask the Lord? Why don't you ask the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to save her? Isn't that what Jesus does? Doesn't Jesus save? Isn't that what Christians say? Jesus saves? Didn't they fucking spend that $10 million during the Super Bowl to talk about how he gets us? Well, then why isn't he getting her? Isn't it her turn? It's her turn. Go and save her, Jesus. What's stopping you? I mean, they can do all things through Christ, right? Christians can do all things through Christ except save Nancy Guthrie right now. It's been 3 weeks and y'all still ain't figured out how to fucking use the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to save. That's how you know it's bullshit. Because see, when it comes to the real world, when it comes to real life, Jesus is ineffective as fuck. That's why we gotta act. That's why I need you to go to offtheline.com and help me build the fucking infrastructure that will solve the coordination failures of these sci-fi fantasy loonies with all this money that can't stop raping kids, that can't accomplish anything useful in real life. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the sci-fi fantasy nonsense is incorrect, it's inaccurate, it's useless, it's pointless, it accomplishes nothing other than putting us at risk of potential self-destruction. Okay? Christianity is useless. Theism as a whole. It doesn't matter which brand of delusion. We talk about Christianity since 2/3 of Americans subscribe to this crazy shit and 1/3 of Americans subscribe to the Christian nationalist bullshit. They're all wrong. Every single fucking one of them. 100% of Christians. That includes my family, my friends, my neighbors, everybody I fucking know. Everybody that you know, all of them are wrong. Every single one of them. It's been thousands of years. I think we can call it they're full of shit, right? We don't deal with the unfalsifiable. They have had plenty of time to come up with anything, a shred of anything. They have failed 100% of the time. The current president, the vice president, the fucking secretary of state, the whole cabinet, the whole fucking Congress, the whole Supreme Court, every Christian in America, every single one. I don't care which one, which side, which political side, which fucking denomination, Catholic, Protestant, fucking any of that shit, fucking Jehovah's Witness, Mormon, Branch Davidians. I don't give a fuck what subgroup or major group that you want to pick. They are all wrong. Every single fucking one of them. 100% of them, 100% of the time fail 100% of the time to demonstrate shit other than their fucking sci-fi fantasy lunacy. That's the only thing that they can demonstrate to us. Oh, and their propensity to allow kids to get raped or to rape the kids themselves. At the end of the day, there is no point to this garbage. It is useless. That's how you have a kakistocracy. All of these Christians demonstrate that they are incapable of the job because they don't even know what the job is. What's the job? If they really cared about protecting national security, you got a crazy-ass way of showing it to me. All I see is failure. all I see is miserable fucking failure all around us. Motherfuckers putting us on the path to fucking war with Iran and all these major superpowers. Yeah, failure. Cappity cap. This is why the singularity is coming soon, y'all. We're about to flip the fucking script on these whole ass motherfuckers. Okay? We're about to change the fucking world. We're about to show the world this cannot continue. This is literally fucking what's the word I'm looking for? It's untenable. It's simply untenable. This cannot go on. If we ever hope to survive as a human race and thrive as people, as earthlings, we can't keep going down this crazy ass road. It is time now for people to either put up or shut the fuck up for forever. I don't give a fuck what none of these loonies have to say to me. It's time now to put up or shut up. If you can't demonstrate the shit that you talk about, shut your stupid ass the fuck up and move the fuck around. Miss us with all that crap. We're in the information age. If you claim you got the right information, now is the time to show us. Otherwise, get the fuck out of my face. All right? Thank you for coming through. Go to offthe9.com. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Join the motherfucking Discord. We are building the infrastructure right now. So contribute to your boy, donate, support all that fucking shit, because we are going to make the world awesome. We're going to drag humanity into the future, kicking and screaming, come hell or high water. Okay? Because fuck all that. Fuck hell or high water. Fuck that shit. It's time to master reality. It's time to gain control of everything. Fuck hell, fuck high water. How about a fucking stable environment, a stable climate? How about that? How about stability? How about actually fucking terraforming and being like, you know what, let's actually make the earth better than ever in the history of Earth's existence. Let's make it awesome. Let's make the air even cleaner than ever before. Let's eradicate all of these fucking particulates and all of these pollutants and all of this fucking bullshit. Let's actually clean everything up and make it super duper clean. Let's actually make it ultra clean. Let's make it be cleaner than anything ever before. Let's make the water even cleaner and it's tastier than ever before with our fucking innovations and our fucking minds, putting them together and actually improving and enhancing our mind so we can come up with even better ideas so that we don't stop fucking ourselves over. All right? That's what this is all about. Christianity will never make it happen because it's false and it's useless and it's stupid and evil. Straight like that. If you disagree, show me the Lord right now. This second is 6:16 p.m. Central Standard Time, February the 18th, 2026. If the Lord is real, it's useful, and it can help us improve the world like you fucking claim, now is the time to show us. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Now, to all my people out there, thank y'all for coming through. Stay smooth. All right, stop being bitch-ass simps for these narco psychos, okay? Stand on your own too. Get the fuck up off your knees. Stop being fucking hoes for these losers, okay? Why pick a loser to be a hoe for? If you'll be a hoe for me. At least I'm about some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a hoe for these losers that don't mean you any good. These fucking loonies that mean you harm, that fucking beat you down and tell you ain't shit. Stop fucking simping for them and being pick-me's for them. It's better to be lonely than to be with these narcos that could possibly kill you, okay? That sucks. And last but not least, let's bring some goddamn sense to this crazy-ass world once and for all, shall we? Offthe9.com. Thank you for coming through, my people. Love.